Hello and welcome back to Higher Sense with Haz, and today I'm going to bring you 6 Summer Sizzlers. Today's selection of summer fragrances are in no particular order, but I am going to save the best till last. So the first offering is Silver Mountain Water by Creed. I think this is a staple in your summer freshies. This has been around since the mid-90s, I think around 1995 or something along those lines, and I'm going to run through the notes with you. In the top we've got bergamot and mandarin orange. Then in the mid we have green tea and blackcurrant, and then in the base we've got musk, petitgrain, sandalwood and galbanum. A great selection of fresh summery notes. Giving this a bit of time on the skin to develop, and then I'll describe what I get from it. So for me, immediately you get the green tea. The green tea and the citruses up the top. It's almost like a chilled lemonade, a very ice cool lemonade blast off the top. Silver Mountain Water is the name of the fragrance, and that's for me exactly what it resembles. I think it's a great name and it does resemble the scent profile. It's cool, it's refreshing, it's sharp, and it's an original Creed. Obviously these days Creed maybe not as good as they were in the past. However, this will still get you 3 to 4 hours of summer freshness. So if you're going out on a quick rendezvous or a nice stroll down the beach, or maybe even a climb through them mountains, this will keep you going for a good number of hours. Sharp, fresh, invigorating. It's Silver Mountain Water by Creed. I think this fragrance does smell like an iced tea, a bit like Lipton iced tea. It's cool, it's refreshing, it's sharp, and it's invigorating. It's a great summer scent. So my next selection in the summer lineup is Blue Moon Ginger Dash by Kilian. It's a lovely fresh fragrance. I'll give it a little blast and see what we've got. The top notes for Blue Moon by Kilian are cologne, aldehydes, lemon and mint. Then in the mid you've got the gorgeous note of ginger with some vodka, and then in the base we've got some ambroxan and some white musk. Nice little combination of notes. Simple but effective. Yeah, so straight off the top you've got a nice little burst of lemon. You've got the aldehydes in there. It almost smells very like kind of your fresh air on the beach kind of smell. You're getting your blast of fresh air just rolling across there. Then you do have a little bit of spicy ginger, which adds a twist onto the lemon. The vodka's very nice. There is a distinct kind of alcohol blast from that. That adds a bit of sourness to the lemon, combines with the aldehydes well, and you get kind of a nice breath of fresh air from this fragrance. You've got the white musks in the base, which is nice. It just rounds everything off. The ambroxan gives it a nice pump, gives it a bit of longevity because it is quite a light, airy fragrance. It lasts all right. You'll get 4 or 5 hours out of this with moderate sprays. For me, it's perfect when you're out walking, you're enjoying a nice stroll, or when you're on the beach. The feeling it gives me an uplifting kind of feeling. It's fresh, it's spicy, it's like that chilly blast of air conditioning that you need after a hot stroll down the beach. For me, it's clean, it's fresh, it's beautiful. It's Blue Moon by Kilian. If you want your summer fragrance to be powerful and pack a punch, this is the fragrance for you. Hassavat X by Nishane. In the top we've got pineapple, bergamot and pink pepper. And then in the mid we've got lime, orange blossom and jasmine. And then down in the base packing the punch is vetiver, patchouli and cedar. Let's get this monster out of the bottle and on the skin. Couple of sprays, probably overkill with this one, but it's gorgeous. Wonderful fragrance. a follow-up to the original Hassavat, which was a resounding success by Nishane. Hassavat X, been out since I think 2023. Now what they've done, the original version was very bass heavy, it was green and it was mossy. With this one, I think it's moved more from the autumn and the spring in towards the summer. They've put an absolute power-packed punch of pineapple in the top. It's more citrus and more punchy up top. Then in the mid you've got lighter orange blossom, you've got some lime, which adds a lovely juicy slightly soured twist onto the brighter citruses that's up the top. And then in the base you've got your standard Haitian vetiver, I believe it is, which adds your greens and your mosses with the patchouli as well. So for this, I think it does work in the summer because you've got your nice citruses up the top. The difference in the citruses though, for me, it's quite gutsy, it's quite deep. It's got a lot of dimensions to this. It develops really well over time. You've got your citruses, which pack the punch. In the mid, you've got some nice florals, a bit more citrus in there as well. And then in the base, you've got your deep earths, which is typical of Hassavat. For me, if you're wanting something which has got some gusto, it's going to last all day no matter what you're doing with your summer, and it adds a monstrous punch, Hassavat X is the one for you. Next up, we have Neroli Portofino Forte by Tom Ford. The notes aren't listed as top, mid and base, so I'll run through them. We've got Neroli, unsurprisingly. We've also got orange blossom bergamot, blood orange, woody notes, musk lavender, basil, leather and galbanum. Now what I get from this is quite a green aromatic fragrance. It's quite floral, it's green, it's heady, it's got a mixture of your lavender, your neroli, it's got some musk in there, it's also got your blood orange, orange blossom, which adds a sweet tinge to it. But for me, it's very clean, it's very soapy, and it's very classy. It does have some citrus in the top to elevate it for me to that summer kind of status, but the florals add a nice twist to it. Now this Forte version, which was released a number of years after the original, it just gives it a bit more body, makes it last a bit longer, projects fairly nice. It's a fragrance that's not going to get in people's face, and if you're out and about on your yacht, the nice sea breeze will certainly carry it with the sillage, and it just creates a lovely clean bubble around you and your compadres. Next up, we've got Vibrato by Suspiro with this lovely shut up you daft cunt. Well, get a fucking rock.
I'm laughing.
Well, right, we'll stop laughing. Right, ready, go. And next up, we've got Vibrato by Suspiro with a lovely green velvet bottle, which suits the surroundings nicely. So this is a very citric, heavy, somewhat synthetic fragrance. Let's give it a blast and see if it lasts. And in the top, we've got grapefruit, bergamot, magnolia and jasmine, which is interesting to have the florals in the top notes of this. Then in the mid, we've got ginger, we've got herbal notes, and we've got powdery notes, whatever they may be. And then in the base, we've got musk, cedar, orris root, amber, and patchouli. Now this, for me, comes across as very citrus heavy. It's very punchy in the top, with the bergamot being apparent with the grapefruit. I would say it's the grapefruit that takes centre stage here. And then you do have some kind of light white florals, which adds another dimension. And then in the base, you've got some ambers, some patchouli, some orris root, which is like kind of an iris, another floral, a dark floral. All in all, the combination's nice, it's pleasant, it's punchy, and for a summer freshie, this one certainly lasts. It projects quite well, the sillage is strong, and it lasts most of the day, I would say. So if you want a summer fragrance which has got a bit of depth, it's got some citruses, but they're a bit more sour, a bit more tart, not your usual zingy, bright bergamot, then this one could be worth checking out. That's Vibrato by Suspiro. So the last summer selection, it's the king of the summer fragrances, in my opinion, and that's none other than, you may have guessed it, Imagination by Louis Vuitton. For me, this epitomizes the summer. It's bright, it's fresh, it's invigorating, it's exciting. It's got everything in here that you could want for a summer fragrance. So in the top, we've got Calabrian bergamot, Sicilian orange and citron. A nice little 3 citrus combination to start. Then in the mid, we've got Tunisian neroli, we've got Nigerian ginger, and we've got Ceylon cinnamon. So we've got niche quality ingredients in here at designer prices. And then in the base, we've got Gaiac wood, we've got Chinese black tea, we've got a big hit of ambroxan, and we also have Gaiac wood. You've got a gorgeous combination of the 3 citruses in the top. You've got your bergamot, your citron and your orange. Each one has a bit of a twist on the other. You've got some brightness, you've got some tartness, you've got a little touch of sour in there. The citron, for me, it's almost like it's a rindy fruit. It's got a bit of grit in it. It's not very smooth, it's rough around the edges, but then you get the lovely, soft, bright, zingy bergamot covered by the orange. The orange is almost an amalgamation of all of them put together. It's smooth, it's syrupy, and it envelops the top notes beautifully. Moving into the mid, you've got your neroli, gorgeous, clean, classy white floral. Adds a wonderful dimension to this after the initial hit from the citruses. Then you've got the ginger. The ginger adds a bit of sparkle, it adds a bit of spice, a bit of punch. It's almost the depth that you need from this, just to take the edge off the citruses up the top. Then you've also got a little nuance in there, a little touch of cinnamon. The warm spiciness, it contrasts with the cooling citruses that's up the top, and it adds a real curveball of an element to the mid. So you've got your citruses, you've got a touch of floral in there, you've got some warm spicy ginger, and then you've just got the nice smooth warm and cinnamon, and it brings it all together and it helps the base notes to come through. It adds some great longevity, but it adds a bit of a twist to your usual summer freshie. And moving into the base, you've got your kind of resinous olibanum, but it adds a green kind of fruity element to this. It's quite herbaceous, which is nice. Again, in the top you've got some citruses, you've got some white florals in the mid. Now you've got a bit of green in the base. You've got your Gaiac wood, which I really enjoy. It's kind of your nutty kind of wood. It's slightly sweeter. It's not a deep, dark, heavy wood. The sweetness goes well with the citruses in the top. But the star of the show for me, none other than the Chinese black tea. That adds the herbaceous green tinge to this. So you've got your citruses, and if you can imagine them, you've got your citruses in your hot water, and then this Chinese black tea element just rounds it all off. It makes it warm, it gives it a bit of a fruity green syrupy tinge, and it just brings it all together. It adds that kind of herbaceous feel that isn't apparent in the top. With the other earthy notes that's in the base, I just think it adds the twist, which makes this a bit special. You've also got ambroxan in there. The ambroxan gives it the amber punch, it gives it some longevity, it gives it the lift. So as the citruses are dying down and you've got your florals and you've got your black tea and your green olibanum coming in, the ambroxan just helps this to project. It lasts all day, easily 8 hours from this, even more. It projects very well. That's down to the ambroxan and the mixture of the florals, the citruses, the woods and the base notes coming together. This just makes the fragrance special. It makes it different from everything else. You can pick out each individual note as the fragrance develops throughout its life. And for me, every time you catch a whiff of this, it just gives you the energy. It puts a smile on your face. It's a fragrance that just makes you feel happy. And it's one which I'm pleased to have in my collection. And for me, Imagination by Louis Vuitton, it's the epitome of a summer fragrance, and it's one which I urge you to get your nose on as soon as you can. Now, Imagination by Louis Vuitton, it's a designer fragrance, yes, and the prices are at the top end of a designer fragrance. However, for me, it's got the niche quality, and that's why I want you to try this. You won't be disappointed at this classy fragrance. So that marks the end of this episode. The 6 summer fragrances. I've added quite a different number of fragrances in there. I've tried to make them each one a bit different from another. I haven't gone for your obvious citrus heavy fragrances. I've tried to add some florals, some citruses and some green notes. So if you've enjoyed the video, please smash the like button, add a comment on if you've tried any of these, or if you're looking forward to trying any of them. Any questions or anything I haven't covered, just put it in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe. I'm pleased to say we're now over 500 subscribers, and thank you to you all. You have made this all possible. And I hope to see you in the next video. And don't forget, Imagination, the king of the designer freshies. Oh yeah!